already completed another heart container. Those songs are semi-random. I think there's a few that can pop up, and they're all rather long, and they're all rather awful, and I hate them, and stupid frogs. I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around. A giant pile of bloody something. Go around. And hello everyone, and welcome back to Trapped in the Bottom of a Well. In last episode, we got stuck and confused in this bloomin' place, and in this episode, we're gonna get some stuff done correctly. But yes, I remember why I got so confused as to how this place works. And it's because the place you've got to go first, after you've drained the water, weirdly enough, is the basement. And I normally avoid the basement like the plague, because of those lovely things. Childhood phobia is coming back to haunt me. Which is why I always end up doing this temple mini dungeon I should say, completely out of order. Because I always avoid the basement, because I'm scared of these bloomin' re-deads. But yeah, something I should have made mention of last episode but completely forgot to, is that this area is completely optional past getting the Lens of Truth. Once you've got the Lens of Truth, you can literally just go through, get through 2 rooms, get the Lens of Truth, done, leave, easy. So, just so you're aware of that. What was that noise? What was that noise? But yeah, so I think it's funny that this weird, creepy green stuff with hands poking out of it kills you faster than lava. But what you gonna do? Now, in here's nothing of actual relevance, it's just another place where you fall down. There's even a bomb flower there in case you don't have bombs to get out of here and you're stuck permanently. Game design, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, most of these routes lead to nothing really, and they're just a place where you can fall down. Oh, I get that magic. Get away, pot. Yeah, still money is useless. Yeah, nothing really of relevance, just loads of places where you can fall down. But as you can see on our compass without a map, there is a chest. And that's what we're going to want to get. And it's not this way, but I'm just opening up every single path just to show it off. Yeah, again, bomb flowers, just in case. And here's another. I think this is the Skulltula room, if I recall. With the flake floors, maybe? I think that is. Be aware of that. But yeah, over here is where we want to go. And I think there's another re-depth through here. So yeah, we're going to want to play the Sunk Song again. And yes, I can see the last thing we need up there. Rupee. I think that's to open the way out. I didn't mention it while I was collecting them, but I'm pretty sure that's how you get out. And for some reason these guys have the most health. Just ever. But yes, we're finally going to get the map for this area. Better late than never. Never. I can't talk today. Not enough drink. But yes, with that all said and done, we're nearly done with this area. We've only got a couple more things we need doing, and then we're out of here, luckily. Because again, this area is one that I don't know as well, just because I always used to rush it. Actually, did that? I just realised, was that all of the rupees? Did I miss one? Did I miss? No, I just right there. I was like, oh, I must have. No, it's just, for some reason they've got one right there, that's a bit mean. Yeah, that leads us back out here. So that's a one-way door. Oh, yeah, Lens of Truth. And now what we're going to want to do is come this way, I think? Yes, because this room looks like it's sealed off, but it isn't at all. Just jump down here. Normally this place is filled with water. And I think you can dive under there anyway. So you don't need to drain the water to get in here, I'm pretty sure, but makes it easier. And in here we go. Least favourite room in the game. Got Gibdos, which are basically just re-deads in clothing. Well, cloth. Yeah, Gibdo. But, if I'll prove it to you if I want. Well, that's, that's a glitch, I see. Yeah, he actually froze me. Yeah, this whole sequence is a complete bunch of glitches. Because you're meant to open those one at a time, and oh god, him freezing me actually glitched me out completely. Oh, and yeah, we've got a bunch of keys in here as well. I swear if you burn them, they turn into redeads. I could have sworn that was the case. Give me a sec. Oh, come on, you're not even looking at me. I must have been incorrect somehow. I could have sworn. That might be in Majora's Mask. Oh my god, I'm making a mess of this room. I need to get out my slingshot. I have to kill these keys. There we go. There we go, dead. Easy. And what we're going to want to do is open all these coffins, because there's goodies inside. So, we're going to do just that. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Some of these have less pleasant things in them, but a couple of them actually have useful things. So, yay, keys. Nope, leave me alone. As you'll see, I think this one houses... I think it's always the last one I end up opening, yeah. Gibdo that'll just float out of it somehow. The last one houses the useful thing, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't know. As soon as we've killed everything, I'll find out which place is the one we want. Oh, back off, man. Why don't the keys get frozen? Oh, bloody hell. Of course you still hit me. Okay, I need to get out my slingshot again. I'm really making a mess of this run. This isn't as hard as I'm making it out to be. But the combination of the two things I hate the most are not a good thing. There we go. And that's pretty much everything in this run. Now as to which... Oh, there we go. There's a key in some of these. I think only one or two of them hold a key. That one holds a heart. I might as well get that because I need it. Yeah, that one doesn't... Yeah, that one holds a heart top. Yep, so only one of them has a key. I'm not sure if the key is always in the same place, so I'll put that up in case. That's not the case. I said case too many times. But, yeah. Now with all that done, it's only a couple more things left for us to do. And one of those things is to give... Actually, we're going to check the map real quick, because now we've got the map, I'm actually going to take a good look. Yup. Actually, I think there is something we missed earlier. If I recall, actually. So, I'm going to quickly cut it and just show something really little and pointless, if I'm right. I might be wrong, so I'll cut it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. So, see you in a sec. Yes. As you will see, back in the Dead Hand room, there is actually a hidden chest. I completely forgot to mention this. And it holds a huge rupee as well, which is interesting. So if you are, for whatever reason, low on money, you can come in here and get that. It's pretty well hidden, though, because you wouldn't think to... ironically enough, you probably wouldn't think to use the Lens of Truth in the room you get it. But with that out of the way, we're going to carry on. Just a little bonus I figured I'd show, because, again, this is a, like, 99.999 completion run. I'm trying to get everything done apart from some fishing, as I mentioned previously. I'd rather not do the fishing. Yes, we're going to move over to here. And we're going to go fight that like, because I'm sure you're all excited for that. Because we can finally get into this room, which I found in the last episode and was like, how do I get in here? What? I think that's all the small keys. Okay. Yeah, we're going to want to shoot these guys down before we do anything. Oh yeah, nice shot. Me. Good job, me. Thanks, me. But if you look, there are actually... Oh yeah, this is the room that I was looking at before, not the Skulltala room. My mistake. Die. Oh yeah, I forgot that hurts you. Haha. But yeah, in here is nothing useful. Most of the chests... Oh yeah, Deku Shield. Oh, well, that's, I guess, useful? Maybe? I don't know. Well, it's better than nothing. It's better than Deku Nuts and other stuff we've got in this room so far. This dungeon so far. And now, try not to get eaten by the like. Try not to get eaten by the like. Jump screen, I'm gonna jump attack it. Yeah, while it's looking up like that, well, I mean looking forwards at you, you can't normally hit it like in the direction, if that makes sense. Like, it's normally got like armor there where its mouth is, so you can't hit it there. I don't know why I got out the boomerang. I mean, didn't get out the boomerang the first time. Making this longer for myself. Da, da, da. Aha. And now, with all that done, that is all we have to get in here. Pretty much everything. Uh-oh. Oopsie. I fell. Well, that's great, isn't it? And the best part is the Redeads come back. Yes, I think we've got everything other than one chest, which I'm not entirely sure on how to get. I should have turned off the Lens of Truth before I did this. I'm just going to quickly check, because I think I know where that chest is, and I might as well get it even though it's not like important or relevant. And then we're going to cut it, because there's one more thing we got to do after this area before we move on to the Shadow Temple. And yep, that's where it is. Pretty deviously hidden, but... Yep, bomb shoes. Useful. Amazing. Yeah. All that time wasted just for that. But yes, that's all in this area done. So I'm going to quickly cut it, and we're going to go to the next, probably last thing we're going to do here as a kid. I'm just going to... Oh yeah, I forgot you can't dodge around the Skulltula. So I'll see you in a bit. And here we are in Hyrule Market, at night specifically, because this place won't be open unless it's night that we're going to. But so I just want to quickly make mention and sort of kind of apologise, because the whole bottom of the well area is a bit of a eclectic one, just because I've never been that good at that area, just because it is weird, because it's like a nearly completely optional mini dungeon. It's got kind of weird layout and all that, so I probably had to edit that part I just did quite heavily, because I did get confused and lost, even though I still knew what I was supposed to do, just because it's such a weird area. Yeah, what, Navi? No. Yes, with that said done, I'm not sure if I've showed this before, because it's been so long since I would have, that I honestly can't remember, but this is the treasure chest, treasure chest shop. Oops. No, I don't want to skip that. Treasure chest. Why can't I say treasure chest? Treasure chest shop. Just about said it there. Open the chest and surprise, you find a key inside, you'll be able to advance. Left or right, try your luck. 10 rupees to play, do you want to try it? I guess I missed the bigger version of that text. But yeah, basically, the gimmick of this is you got a 50-50 shot each time, except if you've got the Lens of Truth, then you can see what's... I think normally the Lens of Truth doesn't show inside chests. It's kind of an oddly specific thing. Not, as you can see, the chest's open. It doesn't show through it anymore. Don't know. So I'm not sure if the Lens of Truth normally shows the inside of chests, but in this specific scenario it does. And there is a clue to what you've got to do in here, based on there's a sign outside that says don't use lenses or something, and that's supposed to clue you in. But see, if you can't tell, the colour of the room determines the actual rarity of the rupee inside the chest. And I think it is random each time, so you can't memorise it. You can't cheat, more cheating. Yeah, this is rather monotonous, just keep going through the rooms using the... You can do this technically by pure luck, if you want, but there's no reason to, it's a waste of rupees. And God knows, we need to keep all our rupees safe. Yeah, so all that's then done, we get ourselves a wondrous heart piece. Winner! yeah. Speaking of that, we've nearly done. And now, if I recall, something pretty weird is that you've got to run through all the rooms again. There's no, like, shortcut back to the beginning. So you just kind of are forced to do all this. I would have thought they'd have some sort of, like, secret entrance. Or if you go back through the room again and you appear in, like, the first room again, it'd be really creepy and weird. This game isn't absent from those moments, but I guess they wanted to make this... To be fair, I was going to say they wanted to make this place seem physically possible, but... This guy has bought this really long building. Like, think about how long that building is, because of all of the, things, all of the different, like, rooms. It's a ridiculously long thing. But yeah, you are a real gambler. I think somewhere there's... I think either he mentions it... I can't remember... Sorry. I can't remember if he mentions whether or not you're not allowed to use lenses or something in his initial speech to you, which I accidentally skipped. But there is no sign in there, so I think that's when he says it. I'm pretty sure there is a clue. So yeah. With that done, that's all we've got to do as a kid for now. So yeah, what we're going to do is... One more little thing before we end this off, is we're going to go to the Shadow Temple. So I'll see you in a bit. Now, you may be asking, how do we get to the Shadow Temple? We haven't seen anything remotely similar to a Shadow Temple yet in the game, whereas normally we kind of have been to areas and there's kind of entryways to discover. Well, Navi actually gave us a clue. We gotta play the Nocturne of Shadow. Oops. No, it's this way. There you go. Played it by ear. Yes, if you play the song, we will walk to the graveyard, and you may have remember, there's no warp pad in the graveyard. But there is. Up here. This is the only way up here, funnily enough, I'm pretty sure, apart from maybe Longshot. Can you latch onto this with Longshot? Nope, for some reason you can't, even though it's wooden. So yeah, this is the only way up here. Which is interesting. It's also the easiest way to warp to Kakariko from now on, so I guess if you... sort to go back and forth between doing various things, it's kind of a useful song to have, although this game isn't very much an RPG, also weirdly glitched pause menu. Yes, as you'll see in here, we've got this puzzle to do before we're able to go into... Also, wait a second. That symbol for there, is that really the stuff? Ah, yes, that's the Fire Temple's logo. Isn't it? Yeah, I swear that is. Yeah, that is. So I think that's meant to clue you in that you're meant to do Din's Fire, which is a really roundabout way of saying it. That's how you open this way up. It's like the only time you require Din's Fire, so it's a bit odd. But with that, we've got the Shadow Temple open, and we are ready to go inside. So join us in the next episode when we do that. And until then, see ya.